Every U.S. bank in the United States is expected to close in the near future, and in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly when they're going to close. No, I'm not talking about holidays, I am talking about banks ceasing to exist. According to experts, they have a date. We're also going to address how more than 1,000 branches are expected to close in 2024 alone, from now until the end of the year. I'll break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing that takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So, what would you do if, all of a sudden, you had money but no bank to take it to? Every single bank in the United States ceased to exist. Well, we may be heading toward that in the near future. Here's what we know. According to recent reports, new research indicates that every single bank in the United States will be closed by 2041. Yes, we're almost in 2025, so in the next 16 years, we may see no banks left in the US. But why is that? Before we get into that, I want to show you what's happening today. Just look at this, major U.S. banks are on course to close a staggering 1,000 branches this year. I'm not going to go over the full list because, frankly, many people aren't going to care. But why are they closing? According to recent reports, U.S. banks closed more than 700 branches in the first 9 months of the year, forcing thousands to travel further to access vital services. Bank of America closed the most locations of any bank, with 132 closures between January and September. U.S. Bank followed closely with 101 branches of its own. Furthermore, many banks are now expecting mass closures. Here's the reason why. They are anticipating between 2 to 5 banks closing every single week for the rest of the year. A significant catalyst could be a single bank experiencing a bank run, where people rush to withdraw all their money. This could create a ripple effect. I've said this before, currently, there's $19 trillion in deposits in the United States, but the FDIC insurance fund holds only about $122 billion. That means less than 1% of all deposits are insured. Some recent closures include Bank of America, 132 locations. U.S. Bank, 101 locations. Wells Fargo, 92 locations. Chase, 90 locations. TD Bank, 52 locations. PNC, 48 locations. Citizens, 37 locations. Woodforest National Bank, 31 locations. A total of 754 locations have closed in the first 9 months of the year. But why are all these banks closing? The primary reason is simple: we don't need as many banks anymore. You used to need a bank to deposit money in person, but now, you can use ATMs or mobile apps for most transactions. Having an ATM on many street corners is easy. A bank doesn't require offices, numerous employees, or a vault. With a simple vestibule and a few ATMs, you can complete nearly 90% of transactions without staff. Since the pandemic, people have increasingly used their smartphones for banking, from checking balances to applying for loans, so there's less need to visit a branch. Moreover, as more businesses move away from cash, relying on debit or credit cards, traditional banks are becoming even less necessary. Now, why bring this up? Because artificial intelligence, AI, is playing a growing role in this shift. AI and technology are replacing traditional job roles and streamlining processes, which means fewer physical locations and less need for in-person interactions. I've been saying since March 2020, during the pandemic, that people should develop new skills. As we see advancements in AI and technology, we need to adapt. The workforce and business landscapes are evolving, leading to store and bank closures. So, that's what we know today. As we get more information about potential bank closures, I promise to keep you updated with the latest news. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next update.